Have you ever looked at a ginger and wondered, does he even have a soul? If I poke him, will he even bleed? If you haven't thought about any of this, then you are obviously a better person than me. The phrase "do gingers have a soul" gained popularity due to the 2005 South Park episode Ginger Kids. In the episode, Cartman claims that redheads are soulless and evil because they lack a natural tan and have freckles.
Ginger kids are born with a disease which causes very light skin, red hair, and freckles. Ah, nasty, yuck! This disease is called gingivitis, and it occurs because ginger kids have no souls. What?
This led to an internet trend where people jokingly questioned whether redheads have souls. Then came the viral Ginger Do Have Souls video in 2010. A teenager named Coppercab passionately defended redheads on YouTube, ironically making the meme even more popular. Since then, it has remained a long-running internet joke.
Gingers have souls! I go to church. I'm a Christian. You don't know me. You're not God. You're not God. You don't know who has a soul and who doesn't, all right?
While science can determine if anyone has a soul, redheads do have some unique biological traits that might explain why they stand out. Number one is the MC1R gene mutation. Redhead is caused by a mutation in the MC1R gene, which affects melanin production. Only 1 to 2% of the world's population has red hair, making it a rare genetic trait. Number two, the MC1R gene also plays a role in how the brain processes pain and responds to certain drugs. Studies have shown that redheads are more resistant to some types of pain, e.g. electric shocks. Now you know in case you're trying to electrocute a redhead. But remember, they are more sensitive to temperature-related pain. Redheads also require 20% more anesthesia during surgery. Redheads are less responsive to certain anesthetics, especially gas-based ones like desflurane. A 2004 study from Louisiana State University found that red-headed women needed 19% more desflurane, a common anesthesia gas, to stay unconscious during surgery. A 2005 study from University of Louisville found that redheads require more lidocaine, a local anesthetic, for dental procedures. Redheads are also less affected by opioids like morphine, meaning they need higher doses for pain relief after surgery. Number three, redheads are more prone to paranormal experiences. Studies suggest that people with red hair report more paranormal encounters than others. This could be psychological or just a coincidence, fueled by their historical connection to witchcraft. This brings us to the mythological and historical view on redheads. Throughout history, redheads have been seen as mystical, cursed, or supernatural in various cultures. Egyptians saw redheads as unlucky and sometimes sacrificed them to appease the gods. Greek mythology suggested that redheads turned into vampires after death. In the Middle Ages, red hair was associated with witchcraft and devilry. Many red-headed women were accused of being witches during the European witch hunts. Some religious interpretations suggest Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Jesus, had red hair. This contributed to redheads being seen as tricksters or unworthy in medieval Christian art. The idea that redheads are hot-tempered and wild might come from their historical association with Celtic and Viking warriors, many of whom had red hair. How does all this translate to pop culture? Redheads are often portrayed as mystical, rebellious, or otherworldly in films, books, and folklore. Examples include Merida in Brave, a fiery independent Scottish princess, Poison Ivy in Batman, a red-haired femme fatale with supernatural powers, Weasley family from Harry Potter, representing quirky and lovable oddballs. Many red-headed celebrities like Prince Harry, Ed Sheeran, Jessica Chastain have also helped reshape the modern perception of gingers. So finally, do gingers have souls? There is no evidence that anyone has measurable soul, so the question is more philosophical than scientific. If we define a soul as something that makes one unique, then redheads might actually have more soul than anyone else. This is thanks to their rare genetics, their fiery reputation, and their legendary status in history.